Hey guys! So today I am super excited because I got my Peerless watercolor sheets. I ordered them and they were supposed to come a week from now, and I got them today. So of course I had to do a video right when I got them, and that way we can kind of experience them for the first time together. If you don't know what they are, they're basically these kind of pieces of paper, and they have the paint on them. And what I've done is I've cut them up and put them in this cardboard basically, so they're a little bit easier to manage. And we're just going to do some swatches, and then I'm going to paint a picture with it, and it's going to be super fun. As you can see, some of the colors are going to be different than what is on the actual board or like paper thing. That's one of the reasons why I really wanted these watercolors, is because they're kind of magic. I'm so fascinated by them, and I think they're super cool. They're also really old. They were made in like the 1880s, and they haven't changed how they have been made since. So it's neat to be using something so old and kind of like historical, I guess. But yeah, I'm super stoked on them. I can't wait to actually make more stuff with it after this video. Obviously, this is a voiceover, so I know what happens, but you don't yet. In just watching these colors, they are all super, super vibrant. It's unfortunate that my camera is not picking up how bright they actually are. I'm going to try and post a picture after I post the video of the actual painting that I do with them. I think that kind of shows it a little bit better. But they really give a lot of color. One of the other things that's really neat about this brand is instead of using a pigment, they actually use dye, so they don't pick up off of the paper like some of the other watercolor options out there. Anyway, let's go ahead and finish up these swatches, and then we'll try and do some mixing and see how that goes. So just before we get into mixing the colors around, I just want to kind of talk about what we have here. Looking at the colors, I'm really impressed with how all of them look. One thing I did notice is that some of the colors, like these blues, are kind of similar, so they're not very different. Same with these greens. I use a lot of blues, so it's not going to be a big deal to me, but yeah, that's just something to kind of consider. But if you look at the pink and the sheet it came from, they're totally different colors, and I think that's kind of one of the parts that makes this set really, really cool. And you can see how not all of them look like the sheet that they come from, and so just kind of trusting the swatches is important. Here they are up close. Hopefully you can see a little bit better. I do try to move my light down so it gives it more like vibrancy, but I try my best. Okay, so we're back. I have labeled everything with the correct colors and I only messed up once, so that is good. Don't have a good track record with labeling, so I'm pretty proud of myself. I've already mixed a blue and a pink to make this purple color, and it worked out pretty good. I'm just kind of messing around here to see what I get when I do that. I also made this kind of mixing board. I just took a piece of like kind of cardstocky watercolor paper and I put it in this piece of plastic that I've been saving for way too long, and it makes a pretty good mixer. One of the things you can see I do here is I accidentally contaminate one of the sheets because I am a messy brush person, and that is a habit that I have that I'm going to have to try and not do while I am using these watercolors. So I tried that orange and it didn't really look good, so I'm just going to try orange again, and this one turns out a lot better. So just in the initial mixing, I was kind of not super stoked on it. The colors weren't very vibrant when I mixed them, but at the same time I kind of was just messing around. So once we get into actual painting, I kind of learn how to mix a little bit better because I'm applying it to something instead of just messing around. So yeah, let's get going with that. Hey everyone, so back to normal speed paint. So I've already drawn this planchet. I'm going to be using my new watercolors. I have already outlined it with this ballpoint pen, just because I forgot my other pens. I am drinking a strawberry bubbly. I am listening to comedy Bang Bang What? Something different. And I am ready to get going with this. So after using these, they did take a second for me to get used to, just because they were new colors, new kind of formats, and I wasn't really used to it like I am with my other watercolors. But I had a lot of fun using them. I tried to use as much color variations as I could, just so that I could get an idea of what each of these were capable of. One of the things, and you'll see a little bit later, that I really like is I was able to get a really nice gradient on the flowers, and that kind of happened by accident. I just kind of put some too much of the dye down and I added water to it, and it just went, and it looks so beautiful. I also really get into mixing a lot more, and I kind of get the hang of that towards the end of the video. So yeah, overall I really like these watercolors. I'm excited to do more with them. If you guys want, let me know in the comments if you have these, if you are thinking about getting them, if you think that this was helpful. I definitely read all my comments, so let me know, and enjoy the rest of the video.